the results have been incredible.
So let's talk about some of those results and how you started changing as a lawyer, because I mean you're a medical malpractice lawyer up in New York. And so did you start adding content to the website, or what did you start doing that brought these cases to you?
Well, basically everything. What I found out, this is a little magic trick, is that if you write about very esoteric keywords, concepts, like for example, in cerebral palsy there's a term called kernicterus. Nobody knows what kernicterus means, but I started writing about it. And it turns out I'm the only one on the web writing about kernicterus. Now you wouldn't know what kernicterus, so nobody would know.
Unless somebody told me, and then I would go type it into Google.
Unless you had a child who had kernicterus,
Right.
and then you would be intimately familiar with the concept. So by writing about very esoteric terms, what I found out is the web is not flooded with this stuff. I'm the only one showing up for these concepts. Perforated esophageal dilation, there's not that much out there. I'm writing about it. So I started writing about all my cases, just the details. I didn't worry about keywords, having this word here, this word there. I just write great, valuable content. I flooded my website with the best content, and I gave everything away. And what I found out is not only that people appreciated it, they saw that I was the perfect lawyer for their case.
It's very interesting, because that's what we've been preaching to lawyers for years and years and years. And one of the problems, and you know this problem too because you work with a lot of lawyers, is they have a hard time digesting that. They focus on, the keywords. They focus on, just the practice area itself, instead of what you just said, which is answering the questions that people have, right?
Exactly.
And so by going out there and really just being natural in telling, this is what's going on out there, this is probably what's happened to your child or whatever condition, then people will type that into Google and naturally come to you, right?
Absolutely.
When many lawyers are going to invest a ton of money in New York medical malpractice lawyer for pay-per-click and all that kind of stuff.
The biggest mistake that lawyers make is they think it's about them. The consumers don't care about you, and they don't care about me. But if you give them valuable information about a concept that is relevant to them, and you not just make it one thing, but you have a stream of articles and content and video that is written as if it's just for them, then you're going to get flooded with calls. And I'll tell you a story. Just 2 months ago, somebody in Arizona who was in a federal penitentiary called me about a case involving a delay in cancer diagnosis. I didn't know this guy. I'm not admitted to Arizona, but I said, I can help you out a little bit. Turns out the attorneys for the other side wanted to settle the case. So instead of referring it to another attorney, I settled it. And just in the last 2 or 3 months is an $850,000 settlement. That case I got because the inmate's daughter had called me about his case. She found out that I was the perfect lawyer for colorectal cancer. Now, I would never have had this case if not for your website, and that's a fee of over $200,000. But in the last year, I've gotten cases from all over the country, Maryland, Texas, you name it, that I don't have to spend a penny. In fact, that's been over 7 figures that I've made just through internet marketing out of New York State.
But no pay-per-click.
No pay-per-click.
No pay-per-click.
None.
Just yourself, adding content through DSS to your own website.
That's it. And just giving valuable content, not talking about myself, but trying to help people with their problems.